Boys, 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 boys. I gotta restart the music. I love this song. Bro, set 7 just dropped. All of the cards from set 7 just dropped, and you already know that I gotta do a live reaction. I literally just got home, just took off my pants, ready to go to sleep, and boom, if you guys don't know, I work nights, so it is really early in the morning for me, which was my bedtime. But I was ready to go to bed when I saw this, and I was like, oh, I gotta do a live reaction. It's gonna be like a partially true live reaction because I've seen all the leaks so far, but I haven't seen the rest of the cards that have been released yet because these are just come out. I'm seeing some cards that look interesting so far. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's just hop into it. I'm gonna try to make this video quick, but I'm gonna talk about all the cards in somewhat decent detail. So quick might not be the option. Kaporimon, this guy gives you +1 KDP if you have a Tamer in play. We've already seen this card. Probably not useful. There's lots of easier ways to get +1 KDP. A new Bukamon. When you play Digimon from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory. That could be pretty good. We'll see in the future. But gaining memory on a card like this is great, especially if this becomes a viable strategy in the future. Pasurimon. Is this our first new egg in like forever? Because all these eggs are like the same Digimon. When this card is trashed due to the activation of your Digiburst, one of your opponent's Digimon get -. Oh, that's really cool actually. It's a different effect. One of your opponent's Digimon get -1 KDP through Digiburst. Pretty decent if we get like a strong Digiburst yellow deck that's not based on having a big board, because the other guy is better if it's based on having a big board. A green Koromon. When attacking, reveal the top card of your deck and place it at the top or bottom of your deck. What an interesting effect. Could be good. Drawing is usually better. Excuse me, guys. Drawing is usually better, but this could be pretty good as well. Let's see. I'm actually really interested in that. Ooh, the black. Oh, I love black eggs. Usually they black. Doraemon. All right, we got Doraemon finally, which is really cool. I like this guy a lot. Let's take a look. Once per turn, one of your effects places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, draw 1 card. I know a black archetype in this set makes your stack bigger by adding cards to the bottom of your stack, so excuse me, this could be good. I mean, draw 1 card, it's good for the archetype, which is nice. Oh, is that a new Hackmon? Jesmon has so much more support, dude. Why are they supporting Jesmon? So the cool thing about Digimon in Japan is that there's no like tier 0 decks like we've been having. Like, you could argue War Greymon in set 4 was tier 0. Lord Naimon is tier 0, but in Japan in set 6 they've had 3 tier 1 decks, no tier 0 decks. Whenever EX01 came out, nothing's really changed except Imperial Dramon kind of got better, so it's probably up there in the tier 1 archetype. I'm running out of breath because I was like setting up so quickly, but dude, yeah, I'm really interested to see if Jesmon's going to become like Insano, or if they're just like, I know that the hybrid cards in this set are insane, and I can't wait to show you guys like a video we're using the hybrid strategy. Should be able to record it with some friends sometime this weekend, but it's gonna be really hype. You may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, trash 1 Tamer card among them, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. It seems really bad. That doesn't seem very good, because like your deck's not gonna be mostly Tamers, and you're only looking at the top 3. And then you don't even trash the cards. If it was trashing the 3 cards, that's great, but you don't get to do that, so. Alright, we got a Toy Agumon 2-drop. Dude, this is my new 2-drop. I'm playing in all my red decks right now. That's great. A new Flamemon. This is going to help the hybrid strategy. You add Takuya, Susanomon, or a hybrid Digimon from the top 4 cards of your deck. Unlike Flamemon lets you add 2, a Tamer and a hybrid, but Flamemon only lets you look at the top 3. And this one lets you look at the top 4, but you have to add only 1. It looks a bit okay. And then, but it does have an on deletion effect to play that Takuya, which is like kind of like the cornerstone of these hybrid decks, the 2 different hybrid Tamers. So you can play it from your hand, which is nice. It's okay. I don't know if this is better than the other one, because sure, it's a deeper dig, but you only get to add 1 card. I guess it's technically better because you're usually only searching for 1 card as opposed to 2. Like, getting 2 is a jackpot, but realistically you only care about getting the 1 that you're looking for. New Hackmon. Let's see what this guy is all about. It's a 4-drop. When attacking, once per turn, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add all cards with Sistermon in the name among them to your hand. That's pretty good. That's pretty good because we have 2 new Sistermons. So Jesmon's always going to be playing a Sistermon. Being able to dig them out faster is just really nice. Look how cool that artwork is too, with the 2 Sistermons in the background. If we have 2 new Sistermons in this set, the Awakened form. What is this? 4-drop, 2 to evolve, level 4, 5k. It's actually not bad. When Digivolving, one of your Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. That's not great, but a 4-drop level 4 is pretty nice. We already have someone like Greymon, but pretty decent on play with. Burning Greymon is the first of the decent new hybrid Digimon. As long as it has the hybrid or 10 warriors tag on it, though, it becomes a good card. Especially if it has an inheritable effect. You know, whatever. We'll take a look at it when we get there. We're about to see the first red one anyways. You may digivolve this card from your hand into one of your red tamers as if the tamer is a level 3 Digimon for a memory cost of 2. So it can evolve for 1, 2, and 3, which is really interesting. When digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its trait or to you Takuya Takuya. I'm gonna say Takuya because I don't know, Kanbara, I guess, is in its Digimon evolution sources, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. So free removal if you evolve it over a hybrid. You're almost never gonna want to evolve it over a Takuya unless you're forced to. Because Takuya is usually used for this big guy right here, who we'll get to soon. What is this? Oh, 10k level 5. That's cool. 10k power level 5. That's pretty nice. We have one of the new SRs, the Metal Greymon. If you don't have a tamer in play, gain 2 memory. If you have a tamer in play, gain 2 memory. If you don't have a tamer in play, you may play 1 red tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. Not super sure if this is ever going to be used in like anything, because like it's either a 5-drop level 5, which isn't terrible. It's not great though, or a 7-drop level 5 that lets you play a red tamer in hand. So it doesn't feel amazing, but it's not bad. When one of your opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. This is good for all sorts of decks. Shoutmon, Jessmon will both love this because it's an inheritable. Actually, not bad. Gaining a memory. Shoutmon gaining a memory after using its ability to digivolve, blitz, delete something, gain a memory, and it's still your turn after the blitz, so you can evolve into Omnimon to blitz again. Pretty decent overall. Another great red hybrid Digimon. This was actually super useful in what makes the hybrid deck insanely strong in the meta, because security control, Mega Zoo, it's everywhere. But this card makes that matchup a lot better. When one of your Digimon have a tamer card with this Digivolution card, digivolves into this card in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. So essentially, if they have a tamer over the level 4 or under the level 4, they can evolve for 1, which is nice. When digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its trait is in its Digimon's Digivolution cards, the Digimon gains 4000 DP. So it becomes 12k on evolution. Not bad. But more importantly, when your inheritable is, while this Digimon has a hybrid or 10 warriors in its trait, it doesn't activate security effects on option cards it checks. That's hype. It's a free I forget what the card's called. Delicate plan. Free delicate plan in a hybrid, where when you play the hybrid, it's crazy. Okay, so I haven't seen this card yet. Avenged Kidmon. What is that artwork? What is that artwork? What's going on here? That guy's crazy. Okay. When playing this card from your hand, reduce its memory cost by 1 for each option card and you and your opponent's trash. That's nuts. That's nuts. What? That makes Mega Zoo decks and security control decks insane if they play a level 7 that can evolve from a red. That's like all the Omnimons for the most part. That's the new Susanomon. That's wild. On play, return all cards with 3 Musketeers in their traits and all option cards from both players' trashes to the bottom of their decks. Okay, so they just don't like 3 Musketeers. On play, return all cards with 3 Musketeers in their traits and all option cards from both players' trashes to the bottom of their owner's deck. If 7 or more cards were returned using this effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3 Musketeers in his trait or 8000 DP or less. This guy just hates the Musketeers. I gotta look up the lore on this guy, but this is Digimon going, all right, 3 Musketeers has been too good for too long. I know it's only been 1 set, but it's been too good. You guys don't like the deck? Boom. I love the deck personally, so I hate to see this card, but that's so cool. Well, whenever BT6 comes out, I'm gonna rock out with that deck as long as I can until this card comes out. It's like an easy tech, but nobody's gonna play the deck anymore if this card exists. It's such an easy tech. You just throw it down and boom, you win. That's crazy. Just free deletion of, just to put everything back. That's so bad. It's so nuts. All right, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. What I'm kind of like upset to see that card, honestly. Emperor Greymon. Hello. Okay, so there is a tamer called Takuya that we looked at, that lets you put 5 hybrids. 5 hybrids. I don't care. It doesn't care about the color. Doesn't care about any of that stuff. Hybrids. I think it's specific to hybrids, not 10 warriors. From your hand to the bottom of the tamer Takuya to evolve into this for its evolution cost. So that means that this stack comes from your hand for free. Getting a bunch of tamers in your hand, or hybrid Digimon in your hand, is really easy. We got red memory boost. We have the 2 Flamons. There's a white Digimon that lets you put them into your hand as well. And there's a lot of really good effects. Like set 6 has another Strabimon that gives you +1 memory for when attacking or something like that. Something that gives you piercing. A Flamon from set 6 that gives you piercing, I should say. Of course, we saw the Aldemon that's in this set. There's a bunch of really good inheritable effects as well. So you just can like jam your deck full of blue and red good inheritable effect Digimon, play the tamer, build your hand up, and evolve into this or into Magna Garurumon using the blue one, which does the exact same thing. And then these tamers also have inheritable effects that are really strong. This is going to be probably up there with tier 1 deck. It's going to be insane. I can't wait to show you guys a video of it. I'm really excited. It's a little bit weird to talk about in concept because it sounds really neg, but the payoff is huge. It's essentially like getting Exodia. It's insane. So hopefully sometime Sunday or Monday, you'll be seeing a video of that, depending if I can find someone that will like play with me. You know, I want to show off some of these decks. Not gonna make like a huge deal out of it, just want to show off some of the cool ones. But this one has Wind Digivolving, it has Blitz, which is great for the deck because its 4 cost is pretty hard to evolve, but to get Blitz means that you'll probably have a bunch of high security attack and a bunch of really strong skills that can maybe even continue your turn. When this Digimon is blocked, unsuspend it, and gain 1 memory for each Digivolution card this Digimon has with Hybrid, which is probably going to be 5 because you almost always evolve this through the Tamer. So you're probably going to gain 5 memory, which means that they literally cannot block you unless the block will also kill you, which is just so nuts, dude. This card's so cool. All right, so there's that. And then we have this. If you guys know EX01, it has a really cool Magna, what is it called? Machine Dramon. And this is kind of just like instant support for that deck. The Machine Dramon deck lets you just hard play it, put a bunch of level 5 Cyborg Digimon from your trash under it to reduce its evolution cost. And these all have really strong inheritables that make you like a reboot, blocker, delete things when attacking. And every time it would get deleted, you just remove some of the evolution sources instead. So it's a really sticky Digimon that's really powerful, and this is just kind of support for that. It evolves from, it's a level 6 that evolves from 4, that evolves from black and red, so it's just like black support as well. And your Machine Dramon can Digivolve into this card in your hand for memory cost of 1. So if you guys don't know, Chaosmon evolves from Machine Dramon, so there we go. When Digivolving, you may place 1 red or black level 5 card with Cyborg in its trait from your hand or trash. On top of this card's Digivolution cards, so delete one of your opponent's Digimon 6000 DP or less for each level 5 card with Cyborg and its traits. It's a board clear. That's all it is. It's an evolution board clear in case your opponent has a really wide board. It's really all there is to it. There's nothing really else special going on, but it is support for that deck. It's another Cyborg Digimon, I guess machine in this case, and it's pretty decent. I mean, it's just not bad. So we'll move on from here. We can finish with the reds. Oh, look at this Gomamon. It's so cute. Look at those eyes, dude. All right, on play, when played from your Digivolution cards, draw 2. I'm excited to see how this archetype is going to work because we already see set 1 Metal Garurumon can do it, and if set 1 Metal Garurumon can attack multiple times, I'm pretty sure it's not a once per turn skill, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about the purple Metal Garurumon, but yeah, the blue Metal Garurumon is great. We got a new Strabimon, which probably does the same thing as the other one. We get a hybrid Susanomon or Koji. On deletion, you may play 1 Koji from your hand without paying its memory cost. Same thing with the red one. All right, cool. So it's the exact same thing, just blue. 4 cost to drop, 6k, not bad. Higher DP, just in like vanilla higher DPs are seeing more play lately because of how easy it is to lead things with 6k. So if you can play some level 4s that have 7k DP, your deck's pretty resilient against a lot of different decks. We got this guy. What's this guy's name again? I forgot Kumon. This is my least favorite season of Digimon. But I'm the most excited for this set than I've been in a while. Although I love set 6. You may Digivolve this card from your hand and evolve one of your blue tamers. When Digivolve, trash 1 Digivolution card from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Okay, so it doesn't play into the strategy at all. We got this guy, Kendo Garurumon. You may Digivolve this card from your hand into one of your blue tamers as if that tamer is a blue level 3 Digimon. Yep. If the card is trait is Koji or hybrid. This Digimon gains jamming. Alright, cool. So it gains jamming. That's a lot of text to say that it gains jamming. Korikakumon. Oh, look at this guy. You may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your blue tamers. Oh, it's another hybrid. Oh, it is another one of the... Oh, I just remember now. One of your Digimon, no Digivolution cards can't attack or block. So if you evolve it over a hybrid or a Tame, something can't block with no Digivolution sources. So more Hexablaumon support, I suppose. Whoa, Daipenmon. Look at him. Look at him. When Digivolving, for each Digimon your opponent has with no Digivolution cards, draw one card. Pretty decent. Opponent's turn, while a card with hybrid in its trait is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, none of your opponent's level 3 Digimon can attack. Well, I mean, you're probably going to play this with Hex, so it doesn't really matter too much. This guy's another great card too, although this one doesn't have an inheritable, unfortunately. But its ability is great. When one of your Digimon with a Tamer card and its Digivolution card digivolves into this card, reduce it by 2, yada yada, so it's evolution for 1 from a Tamer, if they have a Tamer underneath the level 4. When attacking, you may return one card with hybrid in its traits from this Digimon's Digivolution sources to your hand to return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the hand. So essentially, it bounces blockers, which is great when attacking. That's super good. That's super duper good. Then we have this guy, Garurumon, with that awesome artwork. Look at that artwork, dude. On play, if you have a Tamer on play, gain 2 memory. It's the same thing as the Metal Greymon. Once per turn with this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, gain 1 memory. Supports blue a little bit more with its inheritable. Could be good in Bond of Friendship decks, I believe is what it's called. And just the Guru decks, Ancient Garurumon decks, because once again, gaining a memory is really nice. I don't think it's amazing, but it's an option. We got Wahman, which is more of the strategy we were talking about earlier. On play, you may play one level 3 Digimon card from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards as another Digimon without paying its memory cost. If you do, you may place one blue Digimon card from your hand at the bottom of one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards. So you can, it could be any blue Digimon, which is great because that means you can give any inheritable you want to somebody. But it's on play 2 Digimon, which is actually not as bad as what we were talking about before. If this had a strong inheritable, it'd be a really good card, but I'm not really sure how I feel about this card right now. I have to give it some testing because it is 8 cost, but it's 8 cost to summon 2 Digimon. The problem is the second Digimon's only a level 3, which isn't amazing. I feel like we have better options at the moment, but it could be interesting. Look at this guy, King Wahman. I've never seen this Digimon before. This thing's insane. I feel like I would have seen this in the anime by now. It feels like a very anime-esque Digimon. When attacking, you may play one level 3 Digimon card or one Wahman from this Digimon's Digivolution cards as another Digimon without paying its memory cost. So already you see the deck. You play, you do, what is this thing called? When you attack with this, you play this, you use this ability to play another level 3, probably from this dude's sources, and then you replace it with a different level 3 or a different Wahman, and then you go on and on and on from there. It's actually pretty cool. It's a really... So you play this with like Metal Greymon, and you have a deck that just goes really wide. I kind of like this. When you play Digimon from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to his owner hand. So it bounces, and also it's also not once per turn either. So if you do the Wahman, you can bounce 2 level 4 Digimon. That's actually not bad. That's an interesting deck I'd have to build. It definitely feels like a strong tier 2, tier 3 deck. But here is the blue version of the Emperor Greymon that we just saw. Magna Garurumon. When Digivolving and when attacking, once per turn, you may return one Digimon, one card with hybrid in its traits from the Digimon Digivolution cards to your hand to return one of your opponent's Digimon with the same level as the return card to its owner's hand. This is a level 6 thing because you can put any hybrids or 10 warrior Digimon from your hand to the bottom of the Koji, which is the hybrid for this color, and then you can use the ability when Digivolving to put back one of those level 6s you just put underneath, which you can do because usually the decks play both red and blue because you don't care about the color, you care about the hybrid and the tamer, right? So if you can put back one of the level 6s you just used and then bounce a level 6 on the board, which is nutty. And then its other ability, when an effect adds a card to your hand, you may unsuspend one of your Digimon. So you can Digivolve this, use the ability, unsuspend, or you can attack, use the ability, and then unsuspend yourself after attacking. And then it's inheritable. I remember the blue inheritable. I don't remember the red one off the top of my head, but I know the blue one is this Digimon becomes unblockable. when you put something back from your hand, which is crazy. This card's nuts. So much bouncing, insane bouncing too, like really good bouncing because you can bounce any level besides level 7. So card's great, and it's also unblockable and it can attack multiple times. So good card. We got this boy. I don't know this guy. Ancient. This is one of the 10 warriors. Ancient Megatheriumon. I've never seen this guy. I mean, I've seen him, but I've never seen good artwork of him like this. It's 5 costs. It's an ancient warrior. When Digivolving. For each card with hybrid in its traits in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, trash 1 Digivolution card from the bottom of each of your opponent's Digimon. Then for each Digimon card your opponent has no Digivolution cards, draw 2. Alright, so it can draw you a bunch of cards, like a bunch of cards. That's pretty cool. They play 1 blue level 4 or lower card with hybrid in its traits, 1 deletion, just like all the other 10 warrior guys. That's pretty cool. If you really want a big dig into your deck, you can play that in blue, I suppose. I'm not against it. We have finally good artwork of this guy. Hiresmon, I think is how you say his name. This guy has Digiburst, and then you can put it back into your hand if he has Digiburst. Then we have this guy, which is also great. Beetlemon can gain you 2 memory when attacking if you have exactly 3 security cards. He allows a lot of ways to do that. Here's the really cool combo. If you have 3 security cards, this Digimon gains blocker, and then if we jump to the level 5 here, if you have 3 security cards, if your opponent attacks you, or the security essentially, you can unsuspend this Digimon. So you have an infinite blocker just like Mechanorimon with these 2 guys underneath if you have exactly 3 security. That's a really cool strategy that Yellow would love, so I kind of like this a lot. As far as the other cards I haven't seen yet, Philmon, I feel like I have seen this guy. Oh yeah, Digiburst 2, one of your opponent's Digimon gain security attack -2. Pretty decent. Then we have this guy, 5-drop level 4. Oh, it's Kazemon. Oh, I like this. This is from the anime. You may Digivolve this card from your hand into one of your yellow Digimons if we yellow. So he has no effect. It's just a vanilla hybrid. But that's great because Yellow needed one. Because Yellow plays a lot of TKs. So being able to finish the game off with TK with this girl is gonna be great. Not to mention Yellow players are a bunch of weebs, so like they'll probably love this artwork. I say as a Yellow player, I like playing Yellow too. Oh, Sephirmon. I love these Digimon, but I'm so bad at saying their names, bro. She's so great, though. This is one of my favorite designs. You may Digivolve this card from your hand into one of your yellow tamers as if it was a yellow tam, blah, 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 blah. We all know that. When Digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its trait or Zoe is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, all your security Digimon get plus 3,000 DP at the end of the opponent's turn. Pretty boring, but you know, it's an option. I probably wouldn't play it, though. We already talked about that card, and then we got this guy. Jet Sylphimon. That's really cool. Whenever you Digimon with Tamer card and Digivolution card Digivolves into this card in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. Okay, like the other guys. When Digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its trait is in the Digimon Digivolution cards, recovery +1. That's not bad. A free recovery throughout the game. Probably not useful, but pretty decent. There's this guy, Steve Filemon. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has a Digivolution card, you may place up to 2 level 4 or lower yellow Digimon cards from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards in order. Then draw 1 for each Digimon card you placed. This is actually like not bad. Like we just mentioned, if you can put like the blocker guy, maybe the Pulsemon, giving you a bunch of really good skills, that's really, really good. And then your turn with the Digimon is trash due to the activation of Digiburst. One of your Digimons gains security attack +1. So good for Digiburst Yellow, because this guy is actually pretty good. When Digivolving into this card from your hand, the memory cost of Digivolution is equal to the number of the cards in your security stack. If you have 0 security, the memory cost is 1. So it's never free, but it costs at least 1. 5 is your amount of security. If you increase your security, it's not good. Yellow decks like having low security, or 3. So it's probably going to be 3 most of the time. Digiburst up to 4. One of your opponent's Digimon get -3,000 DP for each card. So this is essentially a Digiburst version of Spiral Masquerade. That's the card. It's not a win Digivolving though. It's once per turn. So you can't Digivolve then use the ability. So it's alright. I don't think it's great though. I don't think I'd play it. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason for it to be like late game, boom. Oh my god, I saw some great artwork. I don't want to go back down yet. All right, so this is a really cool card. Oh, I'm excited for the last card. This is a really cool card. When Digivolving, if you have, it is a 5 cost to evolve, but it's great skills. When digivolving, you have 3 or more security, gain 2 memory, so it becomes a 3 cost to evolve, not bad. If you have 2 or fewer security cards, recovery +1 until you have 3 cards in your security stack. So it's great to recover up to your 3 security that you want to have as a yellow player. So this is really cool for that reason. Like I said, guys, it's my bedtime. And then it is you get security attack +1 if you have blah 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 blah. Well, you have 3 or more security cards, as Digimon gains security attack +1. So that's how it works, right? So card's really cool. It's essentially a Magnadramon as far as like what it does for you on evolution, which is probably even better. And getting 5 memory in the beginning of your turn is easy if you play like a Tamer plus a memory boost card. So it's actually not that bad. Not to mention there's other cards that can gain you memory when recovering, yada yada yada. Then we got this guy, Ancient Kazemon. I have not seen this Digimon in like good artwork before, and I'm very happy. Another one of these guys that are 10 warriors. Well, the Digimon with hybrid in his trait in his Digimon Digivolutions cards, all of your security Digimon get plus 4,000 DP. So pretty weak. I've never been a huge fan of increasing your own DP on your own security Digimon. Sure, it could be useful, but I don't think it's that useful. Like guys that are attacking the security over and over again usually have really high DP or jamming. So it feels pretty worthless. But overall stats aren't terrible. Gatsuman as green. Look at that artwork. Who did this artwork? I gotta figure out who did this artwork. I like this artwork. You reveal 1 green Digimon card from your hand. If you do, place it on top of your deck. Oh, that's right. You guys know how like TK and Mimi have the ability to evolve into a level 6. So like the whole thing, but like only if you attack, you have to look at the top something amount of cards in your hand. And if you find a level 6 there, you can evolve into it. This set makes the strategy no longer RNG because you can actually put cards back on top of your deck. But more importantly, things like this are kind of busted if you play it with yellow, because you can put cards back on top of your deck that you want in your security, and then you play your recovery cards, and then they go into your security, and now you know the top card of your security is exactly what you want it to be. So unless they have a way to turn off security skills, which in the most part won't happen if it's a Digimon, because option cards are usually turned off, but not Digimon themselves, then you get the effect. So if it's like the security Digimon that came out in set 1.5, I don't remember, the green one was Flymon, I think, then you can put a Flymon on the board for free. It's kind of crazy. But it really depends on like if we get good green security cards. We haven't seen too many yet. The only one I can think of right now is only Flymon. I don't think there's anything else in green, but maybe I'm missing something. But this is a dangerous skill that they have to be careful with what they print in the future for, because this is a rookie. That's really easy. We got another Beetlemon. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 green level 4 Digimon card or 1 green Tamer card among them to your hand. This is great. This is great. This is a great consistency booster. Adding a Mimi to your hand is insane. That's nuts. And a green level 4, pretty good. This guy, Tortomon. When attacking, you may reveal 1 green Digimon card from your hand and place it on top of your deck to have the Digimon gain 3,000 DP for the turn. Once again, increasing the whole, putting good things on top of your deck to proc those good, strong cards. So it's pretty cool. Beetlemon. You may Digivolve this card from your hand into one of your green Tamers as if it was a Digimon level 3. Okay, we already know this. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with hybrid in its traits and 1 JP Shibayama among them to your hand. Place remaining cards. Okay, so it's a consistency booster. It's for getting your Tamers and Digimon. Metal Kabuterimon. Look at this guy. You may Digivolve this card from a Tamer, yada yada. When Digivolving, if the card with hybrid in its traits or the guy is Digimon's Digivolution sources, to spend one of your opponent's Digimon 6,000 DP or less. It could be good if you're only doing the 1K, resting a blocker before an attack. Then you got this guy, Monochromon, looking good, looking happy. We all like a happy Monochromon. 8,000 DP level 4, by the way. Definitely good. What is this guy? Mame Tairamon. When attacking, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may Digivolve this Digimon into a green level 6 Digimon card without paying its memory cost. So once again, more cards that can just become level 6s immediately. So if you play some really high impact when attacking level 6 Digimon, of course they don't get their when attacking skills because they're not the ones actually attacking. They just become the Digimon that are attacking, but they're not triggering the when attacking skills because they're not attacking, if that makes any sense. But that's cool. You can just become a level 6. So the strong level 6s, great. Hey, Tairamon, he's so happy. Look at that, 7,000. It's actually weaker. Why is it weaker than Monochromon? Isn't this a direct evolution? That seems like an oversight. No, at least not the same set. Whatever, it's fine. Rhino Kabuterimon. When digivolving into a tamer, yada yada. Actually, no. When digivolving, reduce the evolution cost if there's a tamer in the sources somewhere. If the card with hybrid or insectoid in its traits is in this Digimon's evolution card, that's actually nice that it's also insectoids, because there's a lot of insectoid was like really emphasized in EX01, so that's really nice that it's not just hybrid. This Digimon can digivolve into Digimon card with insectoid or 10 warriors in its traits in your hand for a memory cost of 3. And it's a when attacking skill. You can evolve. It's 9 cost, which is crazy. But it's actually a pretty good skill. Just to boost you into your level 6s quickly when attacking, which is nice. We got this guy, Saber Leomon. This Digimon gains 5,000 DP for the turn, and on deletion gain 2 memory. That's pretty cool. What is this guy? Dino Rexmon? Look at him go. Once it's digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That Digimon doesn't unsuspend during the next. Oh, it's Puppamon. Or Gargomon. Metal Gargomon. This Digimon gains 1,000 DP for your opponent's suspend Digimon. Alright, it's pretty underwhelming, all things aside. And then we got the big boy himself, Ancient Beetlemon. Trash the top cards. Okay. Once per turn, when one of your Digimon with 10 warriors or hybrid in his trait deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So if you can give this guy somehow like piercing and swing into some guys with like high security attack, you can just clear security. And then it's got the whole hybrid mechanic on deletion, which is fine. Then we got this dude, Wahman. Cool. He's a holy beast, one of the 4 sovereigns. When digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then gain 1 memory for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. All of your opponent's Digimon gain your turn. You must trash 1 card in your hands on suspended Digimon. That's a really strong effect, and I really like how green megas just have these really oppressive effects, you can say. Like the horse, the horse, as name I can't remember at the moment, has something really similar. Just really oppressive effects when they stay on the board. So I like these style of decks. I don't know how you get them on the board very easily, but if you can, like, that's crazy. They just can't, essentially they can't attack without trashing their hand, which is really bad for your opponents, especially nowadays. Now for black. I think black is in a really bad spot in this set, but we'll see. Maybe there's some crazy effects that make black better. First of all, this is one of my favorite Digimon of all time. He's so cute in so many ways. He's just a little. I like the 3D movie that was really terrible. I love that movie, dude. The X-antibody movie. Oh, but this card's great. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the X-antibody in its trait and 1 coda among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So that's pretty cool. I mean, X-antibody includes Omnimon X-antibody, which is cool, and Alphamon. As far as previous X-antibody Digimon, I don't think we had any other ones, but I could be wrong. I don't think we did though. So that's pretty much it. Oh, more of this guy. That makes the Manitamon from the previous set better. From set 5. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Nightmon or Deadly Axemon in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So Nightmon is technically Lord Nightmon and the actual Nightmon, but you're never going to play that in yellow, so who cares? It's talking about these Nightmons, like the really strong Nightmons. Like this guy, Skull Nightmon. When attacking, you may trash all of your Digivolution cards of one of your Deadly Axemon and place it at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to Digivolve this Digimon into Dark Nightmon in your hand without paying its memory cost. So this is a when attacking skill, not bad. Inheritable. Your turn while this Digimon has Nightmon or Bagramon in its name, it gains security attack +1. Be decent. And there's this guy, Deadly Axemon. On play, reveal the top 5 of your cards of your deck. Add up to 2 cards with Nightmon in their name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at your top bottom of your deck in any order. And this is on play, 4 cost, not bad. Your turn while this Digimon has Nightmon or Bagramon in its name, it gains 2,000 DP. So you can become a stronger Nightmon or Bagramon. Do we have Bagramon in this set? Is that what this guy is? I don't know. That's Ancient Volcano. Is Bagramon in this set? Or is it like a purple Digimon that can evolve from black? We'll see. I kind of just want to go into Nightmon before I look at the rest. We got Dark Nightmon. It's a level 5 with only 7k. On play, so it's another on play. You may place 1 Skull Nightmon and or 1 Deadly Axemon from your hand and or trashing this Digimon Digivolution cards in any order. In all turns, when this Digimon is deleted, you may play 1 Skull Knightmon and or 1 Deadly Axemon from this Digimon's Digivolution cards, suspended without paying their memory card. So you can essentially, like, it's Dark Digicross, or you can defuse them. So it's essentially a body that's really sticky. It's a bunch of bodies that are really sticky that can evolve back into Knightmon. I don't know how I like the strategy so far. I'm hoping there's more to it. Grumblemon. I've never seen this guy before. When did you evolving this card from your hand until one of your black tamers? Okay, so you can evolve from a black tamer, but it's a vanilla otherwise. But that's cool. We need those cards. Gigasmon. Bro, these cards. You can digivolve this from a tamer black. It has blocker when so it's something that can evolve from a black tamer that gains blocker. Pretty cool. I think decks that really like using Izzy are gonna really appreciate this deck. So look at these cards, so that's great. Doru Greymon. So I love, like I said, I love Dorumon, and I love his evolution line. I just love his story, bro. So I'm really excited to see these cards. I haven't seen these yet. While you have another Digimon in play with x-antibody in its trait, or a card with x-antibody in its traits in its Digivolution sources, this Digimon gains blocker. So it is a 5-cost blocker. Not great. That's really not great. There's nothing going on here. It just becomes a blocker during your opponent's turn. Alright. That's okay. When this runs x-antibody, it gets 1000 DP. Overall, not super excited about that. But it's an x-antibody Digimon, so I guess that's cool in its own right. I already looked at Knightmon. Then we got Doru Greymon. When Digivolving, you play 1 black card with x-antibody in its trait from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon Digivolution cards to prevent this Digimon from deleting, or it's a DP reduction until the end of your opponent's next turn. So when Digivolving, this card's just safe. You can just you can Digivolve this dude on the board. You don't have to worry about keeping it in the raising area because there's no way to remove this card outside of exactly bouncing, I think. Yeah, so you can only bounce this card, or I guess spin it is the terminology they use when you put it back in the deck. Your turn with this Digimon is x-antibody in its trait, against security attack +1. Pretty decent. Then we got the big guy, Doru Greymon. I wish we saw more of him because he's really cool. Your turn. For each card with x-antibody in its trait and its Digimon Digivolution cards, this Digimon gets 1000 DP. So usually your whole stack, hopefully. You may place 1 card with x-antibody in its trait from your... This is when attacking once per turn. Place 1 card with x-antibody in its trait from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost less than or equal to this Digimon's Digivolution cards. Oh, that's pretty cool. So the bigger the stack, the easier it is for you to delete dudes. You can delete up to 2 guys. So, like, just say, like, if you go from level 2 to level 6, you can delete, what is that, 4 cards? Actually, if you're attacking, you put 1 thing back and then you delete things. So you can delete 2 level 5s, and the following turn it's 2 level 6s. And there's ways to increase your own stack, as we saw through these effects, by adding more and more to it. So you're essentially becoming this huge stack that can clear the board at the same time, which is cool in concept, but, like, you just get deleted. Like, there's nothing protecting you from or stopping you from being deleted. So all they have to do is, like, Lord Knightmon delete you through DP reduction, or just use a removal card, and then you're just kind of boned. If this had the same protection that, like, Machine Dramon did, where, like, remove the bottom 2 cards of your stack and prevent being deletion, I feel like this card could be pretty good because that's, like, decent removal every time you attack and you're really strong. But by itself, it feels really underwhelming, which is very sad. Ancient Volcanomon, another one of the 10 warriors. When Digivolving, de-Digivolve 3, one of your opponent's Digimon. That's great. On deletion, you may play... Okay, that's it. So just when... Okay, never mind. It's not as great. I thought there was going to be more to it. Alright, that's lame. Alright, we're done with black. Look at the Lotmon, dude. I wanted to see this artwork so bad. I love this sad little bug. Once per turn when you play a Tamer, gain 1 memory. Okay, that's pretty cool with the whole Trubimon deck. And Trubimon looks like a strong deck. So I'm excited about that. We got this guy, Ghostmon, 5k, but it's 3 cost, so it's pointless in almost all traits. Another Aizmon. Oh, Aizmon. Okay, Aizmon scatter mode. So this is like a whole thing. On deletion, draw 3, then trash 2 cards in your hand. That's great. That's an amazing skill. That's so good. Okay, then we have more Aizmon somewhere. We have this guy. Aizmon, just regular Aizmon. When you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, if Aizmon scatter mode is in your trash, you may play this card without paying its memory cost. So it's a free body on board if you have an Aizmon scatter mode in your trash, which is easy enough in purple. So, like, this guy can just keep putting more bodies on the board over and over again. especially if you can add these back to your hand somehow, which I'm not really sure how, but that's really cool. That's a cool effect if you're looking to get a big board. Nothing's stopping you from attacking, but you are 5k DP, so it's easy to delete you. Your turn, for each Kazemon scatter mode, you get 2,000 more DP. If this was all turns, this card would be great, but it's not, so it's alright. Alright, what are these other guys? Who are these guys? Wendigoman! Look at Wendigoman. When Digivolving, you may reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Trash all Tamer cards among them. Place remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Is the guy even here? Yeah, here it is. Trubimon is probably one of my favorite decks to come out as far as purple goes. When Digivolving, you may play 1 purple Tamer card from your trash without paying its memory cost, so that's where all these Tamer effects are coming from. Then, for each Tamer you have in play, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So, if you have a bunch of Tamers in play, you get a big board clear. Usually only need to have 2 or 3 on the board at one time if you ever want to do a big board clear, because that's the amount of level 4s your opponents will usually have in play. And on deletion, for each Tamer you have in play, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. This says level 3. It doesn't say color. It doesn't say DP. It just says level 3. You know it's level 3. Lucimon's level 3. So this card can be on deletion, recover like 5, or I guess 4 in our case. Maybe 5 if you play like Patamon as well or some garbage. Or other recovery card. This card's insane. This card's super good. Just being able to get a bunch of Lucimons on board is really good. So people were buying Lucimon for the fall down mode card, but nah. You want Lucimon for this. If I had the money, I'd buy 2 more Lucimons right now because I only own 2. I don't think the deck needs more than 3, honestly. 3 might be pushing it, but this is a really cool deck because like purple can trash and draw a bunch of cards. So purple doesn't have to worry about consistency that much. So 3 is like the most you'll ever need. So maybe if Lucimon ever drops in price again, or maybe I can trade with somebody, I'll try to get a 3rd Lucimon just for this deck because I really like this deck. I don't know if I'm ever going to main this deck because I love the hybrid deck so much. But if the hybrid deck ends up flopping for me, maybe. Anyways, that's why you see these Tamer effects when Wendigoman. And then once per turn, when you play a Tamer, draw 1 card. Yep. What is this guy? Wahman? He looks so cool. He gives me Beelzemon vibes. I like him a lot. I mean, Digivolve this card from your hand from one of your purple Tamers, so it's another one of these vanilla Tamer guys. I like him though. We already looked at Scatter Mode. And another one of the purple Tamer guys. This one has Retaliation. Just for the turn you evolve into it, not always. So something to keep in mind. And it evolves from Tamer. We all know the effects. And Tairamon, another great Digimon. When Digivolving, you may play 1 purple Tamer card with a play cost of 3 or less from your trash without paying its memory cost. So from the trash is really relevant because once again, deleting things. 3 costs or less is hard though, because the good ones that we know of are Met, and then there's like Sora and something. I don't remember. It's like I don't remember the purple one from set 5 or set 6. But the dual Tamer purple one. But they're both 4 costs. So we're kind of reliant on like the good 3 costs that are in this set because the other ones are like suspend to gain a memory when an opponent uses an option, or suspend to gain a memory whenever your opponent deletes your security. Overall, not good for this style of deck, is what I'm trying to say. Getting really hot in here. So I need to make this video quickly. Look at this big dude. Rihihimon. This guy, I gotta look into these Digimon. These guys are cool. When one of your Digimon with a Tamer card, yada yada yada, on deletion, if a card with hybrid in its trait is in this Digimon Digivolution cards, you may play 1 purple Tamer card from your trash without paying its memory cost. This is better because it can get you the 4 costs, but overall, not that interested. Oh, also, I guess we'll talk about this guy as well. On play, you may play 1 Tamer card with an inherited effect from your hand without paying its memory cost. That's really good. It has to be with an inherited effect though, which is only the guys in this set. All turns, once per turn, when one of your Digimon card with a Tamer card and its Digivolution card is deleted, you may play 1 Tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. So the whole concept is that you play this guy with Retaliation. You delete something, you get the Tamer right back, which is Matt. And if you get Matt back, then you can put this back into your hand, and then you have this loop of Kaiser Leomon, Matt to put it back into your hand, delete something with Retaliation. As long as this guy stays on the board, you have like this turn after turn loop of Kaiser Leomon Retaliation deletion. Really, really nice. Especially since you'll start your turn with 3 memory, so you'll always be able to pull it off. So your opponent can never attack you unless they get rid of your Tamer somehow or win the game, kind of thing. Alright, so that's pretty cool. We got Arochimon. When you trash this card from your hand using one of your effects, draw 1. Great effect. Probably not useful in purple though, because you're already drawing so much. So, not great. When attacking, once per turn, you may trash one card in your hand to gain a memory. That inheritable is really. And then this is a great card, never to play but only to trash. When you trash this card from your hand when using one of your effects, gain one memory. So that's great. That's just amazing. A free gain one while trashing is amazing. And then when Digivolving, you may trash one card in your hand to delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Not great. You don't really care to ever evolve into this guy. This is just something you play into your deck to extend your plays. It's so good. Look at this dude. Ancient Sphinxmon. Oh, I love him. I love him. When Digivolving, you may delete one of your opponent Digimon. You may delete one of your Digimon 10 warriors or hybrid in its trait to delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the Digimon's deleted level. That's a great effect, actually. That's like free removal. As far as purple goes. And then you can delete yourself and then play a level 4 Digimon from your hand, which is awesome. That's actually super cool. That's super strong. I like that card a lot. So we already talked about Trubimon. We already talked about this guy. All right, now for the options, because this was going to matter the most as far as what makes or breaks these archetypes. Oh yeah, these are the campaign cards. I guess we'll talk about them. Don't tell me. Oh my god, am I about to fall in love with Eosmon all over again? Oh, hold on, I can't. Oh, if you guys don't know, Eosmon's my favorite. Ever since I made that video, which this is in the Eosmon deck, and this is what it does. I love Eosmon, dude. Eosmon's my favorite deck of all time. It's never going to be great. It's never going to be like tier 1, but maybe this card will make it tier 1. More Eosmon, goodness. And this was only 3 costs to evolve. I can't do it. I have to look at these other cards first. I already know what they all do too, so this is just for you guys. On play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with hybrid or 10 warriors in its traits, and 1 tamer card among them to your hand. So obvious consistency booster for all your hybrid decks and 10 warrior decks. This includes Ancient Greymon. So if you guys don't remember, Ancient Greymon, pick them up now. Pick up your promo red hybrid Digimon. There's Lobomon, and then there's the other one. Pick up the other one. They're only like $6 right now. As soon as I saw these like hybrid cards get picked up, I like picked up those 3 immediately because I needed 3 more. So like you guys gotta do the same because these prices are probably gonna jump up in price. Like if you want to make a profit, just buy a bunch. I don't recommend that though. Don't do that because it's not good for the community. Place the remaining cards of your bottom of the deck in any order. Once per turn, when one of your tamer digivolves, gain 2 memory. That's just amazing for the whole deck because that means you can extend your plays after you digivolve the tamer. Jesmon lovers unite. I know a lot of people like Jesmon. I'm pretty okay with Jesmon. He's not my favorite, but he's really cool. But anyways, Sistermon Blanc is nuts for the Jesmon decks. It's recovery. What the hell? On play, you may play 1 Sistermon Blanc from your hand or trash. At the bottom of this card, Digimon Evolution cards. Recover 1. No stipulation. You just have to have the Sistermon block, which you'll get so easily. We even have that new Hackmon that helps you as well. What the heck? Don't know what's going on there. On deletion, return 1 card with Jesmon, Hackmon, or Sistermon's name from your trash to your hand. What? Like that's like the whole Hackmon line. Oh, the deck is so good. It's just so good. And then we have Sistermon Noir, which does the same thing as far as putting a card into your hand, but instead delete something with 5 costs or less, which is the 5 cost blockers. Okay, also clears boards, amazing, and then does the same thing, putting cards back into your hand as well. All right, now, please be good. I'm begging you, please be good. Oh, Eosmon, I love you. All of your other Eosmon get plus 1000 DP. On deletion, you may play 1 level 5 low. You know what? It's not great, but I'll take it. Consistencies to the Eosmon. Making Eosmon 7k power is actually really strong, just because it can hit past blockers now. You're no longer crashing with blockers, you're deleting blockers. And on deletion, you may play, and it's your turn. I thought I said all turns, I got excited. On deletion, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand without paying its memory cost, so that's pretty nice as well. Eosmon decks just got better. I will take it. I will 100% take it. Shouts to Eosmon. The campaign cards are all pretty okay. They also all look ugly, which makes me sad, but whatever. Maybe they'll look really good in person, but I don't like the way these cards look in general. When Digivolving, if you have Tamer in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1. They all say if you have a Tamer in play, by the way, so I'm not going to bother reading that for the rest of the time. Obviously, it's because of the person with them, yada yada. Once per turn, the Digimon's blocked, trash the top card of your opponent's security card, so they can't block you. That's great. If you have a Tamer, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 13,000 DP or more. This is actually pretty good. Just free level 7 removal, so if level 7s become dominant, you can just throw this into your red decks. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. Pretty cool. If you have a Tamer in play, draw 2. Consistency, this Digimon can't be attacked. That's actually really nice, actually. Not being able to be attacked means you can swing and then evolve into... you can swing and be safe and then evolve into level 7 the following turn. Or you can swing with, like, blue Digimon like level 7 or something like that, or level 5, I mean, and then evolve into this, and then you can't be attacked. Vikemon, I love Vikemon, dude. He's so cool. If you have a Tamer in play, up to 3 of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. I mean, why not just play Hex? I guess this is better because that means even if they do evolve, they still can't attack because that effect is still on them. Return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to its owner hand when attacking. Not bad. These cards actually are not terrible. I just wish they were a little bit better because like they're such a big deal, right? These are the campaign cards. When Digivolving, if you have a Tamer in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 TP for the turn. It's not great. It's not bad though. One of your opponent's Digimon and all of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 2,000 TP for the turn. This is great because this is not once per turn. So if you can make this card attack multiple times, that is minus 9k DP. And like the security becomes a lot weaker too, so you're safer to hit. This card becomes amazing if we can attack multiple times with yellow. So if we can find a way to restand with yellow, that's like easy. This card becomes great. Seraphimon. If you have a Tamer in play, recovery +1. On deletion, recovery +1. So a bunch of recovery. Hercules Kabuterimon. If you have a Tamer in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon and play in battle and survives, gain 1 memory. How long have I been recording? Almost an hour. My god. We're almost done. Rosemon. Digisorption 2. That's cool. Okay, when Digivolving, if you have a Tamer in play, one of your opponent's Digimon can't attack or block. So a nice little stun. Alright, so that's all that. We got all the Tamers from the anime. Takuya. So this guy, once again, security. Play this card from your hand. Play this card, yada yada. Okay, once per turn, you may place 5 cards with hybrid in their traits from your trash onto the Digimon in any order to Digivolve into your Emperor Greymon in your hand. So its only effect is to essentially Digivolve to Emperor Greymon. But as we discussed before, it's kind of nuts because you just put 5 cards underneath this guy, give it a bunch of really good effects, and then swing because it has Blitz. So even if your turn ends, you still have Blitz. So it's kind of crazy. This one's going to be nuts. It's going to be really, really good. And then its inheritable is this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP, while the Digimon has 10,000 DP or more, it gains security attack +1. So you give Emperor security attack +1, and then a bunch of really good effects like piercing and yada yada. So it's really, really good. And then the same thing with this one, except for Magna Garurumon. And then this thing, when an effect adds a card to your hand, gain 1 memory. So you can, once again, even if you don't have enough memory, you can still kind of give yourself enough memory so that your turn doesn't end. So like it means that you're not required to play other Tamers because you can probably get away without having to play them. As far as the other guys go, I'm not super sure. Tommy, trash 3 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon on play. Once per turn, when the end of your opponent's next turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block. Not bad. Like, it's not a bad inheritable effect for sure, because like stunning is really nice. Yellow one, Zoe. We love the yellow. We love yellow. We love yellow options or Tamers. On play, you may search your security stack for 1 card with hybrid or 10 warriors in its traits, reveal and add to your hand. If you added a card, so it's a TK, but exactly for hybrid or 10 warriors. It's not bad. All of your security Digimon get plus 3,000 DP as a evolution skill. That's actually not bad either. Doesn't make a great card, but it's interesting. Green Boy. Was it JP, I think? Yeah. Play this card from it without paying us. The memory cost, yeah. When this Tamer digivolves into a green Digimon, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 1. Not bad. I wish I had a better on-play effect. Piercing? Oh, it gives piercing. Oh, that's great. Oh, that becomes good. Oh, that makes it good. Giving Digimon piercing is just great. It's just a good effect. This is a good card. Giving something piercing is so nuts. These are essentially Digimon that are a lot harder to delete because only specific cards can delete Tamers, like Zwart D and the new Lucemon. So like Tamers are like safe Digimon, which is really, really cool. The X-antibody one, Koda Domoto. I don't know what this guy's from. He might be from a video game that I don't know of, but he exists. Maybe a manga, because I haven't read a lot of manga. I really should find a way to download it so I can just read it on my free time. So every turn, if you have 2 memory or less, get 3. That's great. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with X-antibody and its trait among them to your hand. Place your remaining cards. Okay, so it's a free searcher as well as a memory tamer. It's essentially the Davis of Black for X-antibody. Now all we need is X-antibody to be good. It doesn't feel good yet. So this is like a future card, I suppose. And then Kochi Kamiru, purple one. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost. On play, draw 1, trash 1. This is good for the purple deck because it's playing all the tamers anyways. To play from your trash. So this is actually not a bad card. And on deletion, gain on memory. Oh right, I kind of like this card. It's just pretty good. Especially if you combine it with the one guy we just talked about, the retaliation guy. So you can attack, get retaliation, and gain a memory at the same time. It's pretty nice. Now for the options, I don't know many. Oh, we got a new memory boost. That's pretty nice. One of your Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. Then place this card in your battle area, delay, and then 2. So that's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, gain security attack +1. That can help close out the games, and if the game doesn't close out, now you have a delay effect. Not bad at all. What is this? Fire Drake Strike. Choose one of your Digimon with hybrid as trait. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to the chosen Digimon's DP. What? That's nuts. That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Magna Garurumon and the other guy, Emperor Greymon, are hybrids. Like, even though they're big dudes, they're still hybrids. So you can have a 4-cost Gaia Force, essentially. Especially during your turn, your DP of your guys increase. That's nuts. That's nuts. A 4-cost... How do you even... I don't even know how you fit this card into the hybrid deck, but the fact that you can is insane. That's insane. What? That's nuts. A 4-cost Gaia Force. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. That's not cool. That's like super not cool. That's really strong. I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna like be a game changer for the deck or anything like that, because the deck's already strong and has removal and whatnot already. But like a 4-cost Gaia Force for hybrid decks, they just want hybrids to be good. Because Storm is just another good card for your Musketeers with a 7-cost. You have the 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. Pretty strong removal. Got a Penguin guy, Blue Hawaii Death. For the turn, whenever your Digimon get plus 3,000 DP, can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with no Digivolution cards. A 2-cost way to delete things on the board is nice. I like this card a lot. Hexablow decks just got stronger, dude. Because like that's crazy. Just being able to attack guys with no Digivolution sources is really strong. Okay, Starlight Velocity. I was gonna say, I guess I should probably mention, it's not amazing for Hex because Hex has to remove the sources, so they have to already, when they attack, they have to declare the attack on something that already lost the sources. So you can't attack, remove the sources, then attack that Digimon, which is kind of like the downfall of it. But like if you play enough Sora and Joe, and you attack with like a weaker Digimon first, remove the sources, and then go from there, it could be pretty useful. Anyway, Starlight Velocity. You may play one Tamer card or one Digimon card hybrid straight from your from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards as if it was a Tamer or another Digimon without paying its memory cost. It's okay. It's 3 costs, which is kind of expensive, but security. You may play one Koji from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. And security is not. It can be from the hand or trash though, so it's not terrible. Overall, not as exciting as the red one. We have a Wahman support, Tidal Wave. Choose up the 2 Digimon cards and the Digivolution cards of one of your Digimon and play them as other Digimon without paying their memory cost. 7 costs. That's actually really, really strong. That's super strong because that is 7 cost, 2 bodies on the board. That's really good. Yellow options: Ultra Turbulence. One of your opponent's Digimon and all of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP for the turn. 2 costs, minus 3,000 DP. That's not bad. Especially since you don't have to pay a memory like the other guy, the Venom Shot one from set 6. Electric Rush. One of your Digimon get plus 2,000 DP for the turn. Then if you have 3 security cards, unsuspend one of your Digimon. Unsuspending one of your Digimon, like I just mentioned with the Kairi up on top here, pretty good actually. It's actually really good. Giving this guy 3,000 more DP and unsuspending it so you can continue to reduce DP, that's really, really good, actually. So it's a good option card exactly for that deck. And any yellow deck really appreciates it because that means they can attack multiple times, closing out the game. It's also just a close out the game card kind of thing. So I like the card a lot. Koala Blast. When using this card from your hand, its memory cost is equal to the number of cards in your security stack. Okay, so 3 costs. Yellow decks. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn. Then one of your Rasenmon gains security attack bonus for the turn. Okay, so overall, it's too specific for my liking. I don't think the Rasamon deck is that great, so I don't know. Green options, 1 cost, Thunder Laser. If you have a Digimon with Hybridness, 10 Warriors trait, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. 1 cost, suspension. Okay. Dino Memory Boost, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then place this card in the battle area. For 3 cost suspension with delay. Pretty good, actually. Probably better than every other suspend card we have at the moment. That's actually super strong. So for Rookie Rush players, I like playing it with green. Who needs Needle Spray when you get this? That's really, really good. Because you have delay still. Mugen! Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. All of them do the same thing. Digimon does not suspend during your opponent's x-antibody phase. 1, 3, 4, it's all the same prep. Alright, moving on. Black stuff. Metal Cannon. Choose one of your Digimon with x-antibody and straight, then draw 1 for each of the Digimon's Digivolution cards. That's a really strong draw effect. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Pride Memory Boost. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 black Digimon card with a play cost of 4 or less among them without playing its memory cost, then trash the cards, then place this card into your battle area. So this is just Commandramon support, like super good Commandramon support, because you can trash other Commandramons, which is nice to make Dark Dramon work. Then places card, and then has delay as well to gain 2 memory. I mean, this is great. This is a great card for Commandramon and no other deck. Actually, it's not fair. Like in blocker decks, a lot of level 4 blockers that are pretty strong. Just in general, it's a good card. I just think Commandramon because I've been working on it a lot. Brave Metal. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less. If you have a Digimon with 5 or more Digivolution cards with x-antibody and its traits in play. Oh, so it doesn't have to be 5 x-antibody. So with x-antibody and its traits, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon without x-antibody and its traits instead. So it's a free removal if you play x-antibody. A 5 cost removal. You know what? I'll take it. That makes the deck a little bit better. Having a removal is just good. But it wasn't the super exciting black cards I was hoping to see, unfortunately. But there's purple. We already know one of them for sure. Calling from the Darkness, 1 cost. Delete one of your Digimon, then return up to 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand. Ooh, that's good. We were just talking about reusing like some of those Scattermon guys. But putting any 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand is really nice for a 1 cost. You have to delete one of your own Digimon in the process, but like it literally tells us Guilmon. It gives us the memory right back. That's really, really good if you need to put purple cards back into your hand. So that's really strong. Schwarz Larzat. For each Digimon with hybrid in its trait and tamer you haven't played, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. Oh. I mean, this is good if you have a big board of tamers. 5 costs or delete a bunch of level 6 costs, delete a bunch of level 5s. Not bad if you have a full board of tamers with Trubimon, X1. Then you have this guy, which plays Lucimon, and we should talk about the Lucimon. Some things that probably might not have gone over people's heads. Unlike the original Lucimon, this thing can evolve. Nothing's stopping it from evolving like the Lucimon level 3 is. The Lucimon can digivolve into this card in your hand with a memory cost of 7, which sucks. You can only get card digivolution requirements. For every 10 cards in your trash, reduce the memory cost when playing this card from your hand by 3. So for every 10 cards, it's -3. So late game, you can get rid of like 8 or 9, I mean, making it a 5 cost, like super duper late game. 8 cost, mid game, or even late game, because that's still 20. It's a lot of cards. But on play or on Digivolve, delete one of your opponent's tamers or level 6 or lower Digimon. So it is a big body that can delete things. So it's a really good card. Because we have this card right here as well. On play, or on main, play 1 purple level 5 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost, which is what Lucimon is, a purple level 5 Digimon. That's pretty cool. And then if there are 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play 1 Digimon card with Lucimon in its name without paying its memory cost instead. So this is an 8 cost Lucimon or Lucimon fall down mode. So both Lucimons, or Chaos mode I should say, can be played for 8 costs from your hand if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, or from your trash. It's just deletion. It's not bad. It's not like the end all be all for purple, but that's a lot more board control for purple. So that's really nice. And then you have this guy. If you have a Digimon with hybrid in its traits in play, you may use this option card without meeting its color requirements. So any deck that plays hybrids can play it. Your level 4 Digimon can digivolve into one of your Digimon in your hand with matching colors and 10 warriors in its traits. So all those guys that are 5 to evolve can evolve for not for free, because it's essentially making it so that your level 4 can evolve into that guy. It's for its Digivolution cost. So it's essentially a Evolve your level 4 into a level 6 for 5 costs for free. So it's a little bit too combo-y for me because that requires 3 cards, right? You require the hybrid level 4 on the board, this card in your hand, and the 10 warrior guy in your hand as well, and it still is going to cost you 5 to evolve. If it's reduced the evolution just a little bit, it could have maybe been better, but still, that's a lot. It's not exactly a great card. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the deck will be super consistent, but I don't know. And then last and not least, the last card of the set, Susanomon. Every deck has a level 7 because this is a rainbow evolution. Every card can evolve into this card, but some decks can do better than others. When you digivolve this card from your hand into one of your tamers, as if that tamer is a level 6 Digimon, by placing 10 tamer cards and or cards with hybrid in their traits from your hand and or trash at the bottom of this deck in any order. So you just put a bunch of cards back to the bottom of your deck. It makes you not deck out, which is kind of nice. And then security attack +2 is so it just has security attack +2. And when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So you have to play a bunch of hybrids. You don't even have to have a level 5 on board or level 6 on board. Just digivolve this over a tamer, and if you do, you can fill your deck back up, which is okay. Not great, but okay in some cases. It goes to the bottom, so you're not going to see them to the end. And it has security attack +2. This is just better Omnimon as far as I'm aware. Like, Omnimon can attack twice. Like, technically, Omnimon can take like 4 security if it has security attack +1 or more on its stack. But this just takes 3 security and deletes something without having to restand. Sure, it's 1 cost more to evolve, but that involves less of a stack. Pretty good card. Pretty good card. Every deck now has a pretty strong level 7. Every deck now has a level 7 that can remove something. So that's pretty cool. That's where we're at right now. And that's going to be the set, guys. This video is over an hour long, so I'm going to end the video now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. I should have more videos coming to you soon. This is just really easy for me to record and upload for you guys right before I go to sleep. So, yeah. Peace. How do I end the video? Where's my mouse? Boom. Bye.